The following Best of Central Florida program is sponsored in part by Universal Roof and Contracting, HILI Fitness, Renewal by Anderson, Genske Co Accounting and HR, Casa Leon Jewelers, the Winter Park Train Station, and Sophila Radio and Television Productions.
Welcome to the Best of Central Florida. Happy evening to you. Makaila, take it away. You'll see why in a minute.
No, well, this episode honestly means a lot to me and means a lot to our fellow women. So it will be Best Women-Owned Business. I'm excited because, there's so many boss baddies in the Central Florida area, and we get to highlight some.
You are a special woman-owned business yourself as well. You're not one of the winners today because, well, you're on the show, of course, but I know who is going to be here. And they're very impressive women, all three of them. Amazing, amazing people.
They're awesome mentors, too, for people watching.
What I've noticed is a lot of people in this business world who have very successful businesses are actually great people as well, and that's what we have in store today.
For sure. I'm so excited about this episode, personally.
I am, too. Well, you're the one that needs to take us to the break, then. It's a woman-owned business episode.
I mean, it is. So if you're excited about seeing absolute, fantastic, beautiful, inspirational women, do yourself a favor and stick around, and we will be right back with Best of Central Florida for Best Women-Owned Business after this short break.
If you own a house, you can imagine the roof is probably the most important part of your house. You see a leak, this is a very bad day for you. We have a lot of bad roofing companies out there. We call them storm chasers, in fact. Universal Roof and Contracting joins me. Justin, Corey, you guys are not storm chasers. You've been around for many, many years in this market and really the best in the business and Hall of Fame guest for me as well. What I've done, though, is I put a QR code on the screen for you. All you have to do is scan your phone on the QR code, and we're getting 15% off free roof inspection. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so it's a 15% off a full roof replacement. We do offer free inspections. What you do is you just give us a call, schedule an appointment. We will show up on time as scheduled, provide a free full point inspection, share photos with you, and let you know exactly what you're looking at, what your options are, and decide which path to walk you down. But ultimately, we're going to approach roofing whatever serves you the best.
A lot of people are in this black hole of fighting with their insurance company, their attorney, the public adjuster, whatever, and literally have a tarp on their roof for 2-3 years sometimes while everyone fights it out. The roof is important. If you don't address your roof issue now, damage can occur in your house. What can happen?
Mold is probably one of the biggest. We have homeowners that have to move out of their property for months at a time just to get the mitigation done of the mold. So if you're seeing any of those brown spots in the ceiling, if you see a missing shingle in the yard, granule loss, any of those are great reasons for us to come do an inspection and kind of get ahead of that, making sure that you're not going to have those kind of issues.
When it comes to roofing, I think that trust is maybe the most important part of hiring a great roofing company. Why do I trust Universal Roof and Contracting?
Family-owned, veteran-owned, 3 decades in your own backyard, community roofer. Any other reasons are good as the next one. It's just we serve the community. We wear our consultant's hat first, but we're just there to serve and take care of you the best way.
Football team coming to town, I heard?
The Orlando Guardians. We just became the official roofing partner of the new Orlando Guardians XFL team. We're super happy about that. Looking forward to a great season.
Love you guys. Do yourself a favor. Need a new roof? There's only one place. It's Universal Roof and Contracting.
The following Best of Central Florida Makaila's Choice is sponsored in part by HILI Fitness, Renewal by Anderson, and Sophila Radio and Television Productions.
I've been looking forward to this episode for a very long time as a woman in business myself. I'm so excited. So Makaila's Choice for Best Woman-Owned Business are my friends over at HILI Fitness. They were here last week. I'm joined by the owner, Ielsa. You are just a force to be reckoned with.
Thank you.
So happy to have you back.
I'm so excited to be back so quickly.
Yes.
How exciting.
I mean, you're just crushing it, obviously. So maybe if someone missed the Best Gym episode, can you just give us a recap on what HILI Fitness is?
So HILI is a modern Pilates studio, but honestly, we're so much more than that. We just opened our second location a couple days ago.
Wow.
And we're opening in Lake Nona next month. And I actually brought in just like a card from one of our clients who's been with us for a couple years. I'll give you just an example. It says, "Congratulations on HILI College Park. It's been so special being a part of HILI family for the past 2 years. This is also an overdue thank you for changing my life. I find myself thanking God almost daily for bringing you and HILI into my life. The community you have created is admirable, and being part of it has not only impacted my physical, but my mental. Thank you for bringing the energy that saved my life, and congratulations on building the most special brand.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
makes it all worth it.
So really, I feel like even though we are fitness, I just feel like God uses fitness to impact the lives of so many people, because when we opened, it was during COVID, and I just feel like a lot of people were in a very uncertain time of their lives, and now it's like they've gotten their life back. They're feeling amazing, they look amazing, so I just feel like it's so much more than just fitness.
Certainly, and I mean, hearing that, just like watching you, I mean, the impact that it must have on you to just motivate you more. I mean, you're a mother, you have 4 children, and you're making, not only an amazing life for your children, but for other people.
Yeah, definitely. I like to be a good role model to my kids. They're in all different ages of their lives. My smallest one is only 11 months, so it is a handful to run a business and have a baby and open new studios. But it's so rewarding, and I see that they really are impacted. Like, it's funny, I have a 6-year-old, and my 6-year-old, if you talk to her, she talks about business, she talks about making moves, She loves HILI, she wants to be a trainer, she's constantly at every event, so I just see what it's doing in their lives as well.
As a woman, in the fitness industry, have you felt like you've ever really experienced any challenges, like becoming where you're at right now?
I mean, I do, because when I had I started in my garage, first of all, so it was just, again, for many people, it was like, there's no way you're gonna make it, and you're crazy to do it during a pandemic, and everybody just thought there was just no way. But I had a vision, and I had experience, because I did work for a studio many years ago, and I think the experience really carried me to where I wanted to be, because I was able to work underneath somebody and be like, well, I want to change a lot of things. I want to be better than that. I want to be more than just a studio. I want to be somewhere where people have a support group, we're a community, it's like we're a family,
I love it. And I mean, the support group, to be surrounded by other women, to be surrounded by family, to be surrounded by people who literally take time to write you a letter to say thank you for changing my life. I mean, what advice do you have for someone, a fellow woman out there who's watching this to start her own business? What do you want to say to her?
I would definitely say go after something you're really passionate about. Because if you're really passionate about something that you're doing, it doesn't ever feel like work. And it'll show. I feel like what's made our brand grow so quickly and be recognized is that we really love what we're doing. Like, we really do it from our heart, you know what I mean? And I feel like that sets us apart. Like, people aren't just a number. People are like real people that we really want to come in and be like, hey, how are you feeling today? What can we do to make you better? And just push them to become their better version. And think about it, this is their 1 hour of the day where they're gonna get recharged to go back out to work, or to go back out to your kids, or go back out to your family, or go back out to your bills, or whatever it is that you have back home,
Well, Ailsa, you are just absolutely crushing it. I can't wait to come spend more time with you.
Yes, I can't wait to have you guys.
Yeah,
I'm recording every second.
Please do. Yeah, we're gonna show him who's better.
We might have to drive you home when we're done.
Totally good. But well, thank you for really making an impact.
Thank you so much for having me again.
And well, Ailsa, I will see you shortly. And for the rest of you, we will be right back with People's Choice after this short break.
If you own a house that is your most valuable possession, you need to know what windows you have. Why don't you think about your windows? Do you have any idea that your windows really dictate your electricity bill every single month? There's one place to turn in this community for windows in your house, and it's certainly Renewal by Andersen. Dan Brigman joins me. You're family to me at this point, let's be honest. I love you, I love your family. But the Renewal by Andersen family is what makes you so trustworthy. The culture there, it's a family.
Absolutely, Justin. And by the way, glad to be here. And yeah, it's our people, it's our process, it's our product, but it's our people more than anything. When we come out to your house, it's all about you. It's about, we're going to treat your home as if it's our own. We're going to do the same with your family.
I put a QR code on the screen for you, and Dan is offering you an unbelievable deal today. If you go to the QR code, you're going to send an email. What do they get?
Man, you buy one window, get 40% off the next, almost unheard of. We're excited.
Unbelievable. And then you talk about the electricity bill, because windows, I don't think people understand how important the windows are to the electricity bill every month, and the electricity bills are skyrocketing.
It's extremely important, and glass in your house takes up over 25% of the square footage of your wall space in your home. So that's the equivalent of one full wall in your house. Imagine sun hitting that all day long and all of that heat coming in.
A lot of people think window replacement would be very expensive. Sometimes we can do it for free. When you think about monthly payment over time, no interest, the money you save on your electricity bill, it's free.
Absolutely. By the time you put all the factors together, the energy savings, the curb appeal, the resale value, all of these things just add up. And then you got the financing that we have going on right now. Zero interest, 2.9, things that you just don't see anymore.
It's unbelievable. If you own a house, thank you, Dan, as always. If you own a house, you need to send us a message right now. You will not be disappointed. Renewal by Anderson.
The following Best of Central Florida People's Choice is sponsored in part by Genske Co Accounting and HR and Sophila Radio and Television Productions.
You have spoken, the people have spoken, and what a great choice you made this week for Best Woman or Women-Owned Business. It is our wonderful friends over at Genske Co Accounting and HR. It is Neota Genske. Hello, how are you?
Hi, thank you for having me.
Woman-owned, woman-ran business that you have. Tell me about it.
Yes, we are an all-women team. I started this business in 2013 with literally $1 in my hand and a dream. So yeah, now we're this awesome accounting firm ran by women and operated by women.
What made you make that jump over to owning your own business with $1? What an incredibly inspiring story.
Literally, I was in a bad spot and I just had a baby and I was like, I cannot live this way. This is too hard, and I want to make more money. So that's what I did.
And what you've set up over there, certainly it's not just simple accounting. You're sort of a one-stop shop for anything accounting.
We are. So that's what makes Genske Co different than other accounting firms. Is other accounting firms, they take your books, they plug it in, and they go, and they hand it back to you. We're actually an accounting department. So you hire me, you hire the team, you get a bookkeeper, an accountant, and a CFO on your team.
Some people, business owners, spend so much time, so many hours a day trying to kind of do their own books. I mean, what advice do you give to someone like Makaila who wants to do everything herself?
Don't. You need to leave it to the experts, and I like to say if it doesn't make you money, don't do it.
I like that statement.
Yeah.
You guys are heavily involved in charity and charitable organizations. That's a real passion of yours. Tell me what you do.
So at least once a month, we donate to a charity in our area, so the Orlando regional area, or we donate gift baskets to silent auctions. Really, we take almost every ask that comes in and we give back in some way.
When you look back at 2013 and the $1 in your pocket starting, is that a song? No,
What?
Something. It sounded like a song when I said it. Think about the journey now over the last 9-10 years. I mean, how did you get this far? How did you find this kind of success?
Determination and tenacity, and that don't give up. It's hard, but don't give up.
And I totally agree. You do a lot of public speaking as well.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I like to inspire everyone else to do the same thing. It's really not out of your reach. It's not out of anybody's reach. It's just a little difficult to start, and yeah, so I like to encourage others.
What sort of extra challenges do you think you faced being a woman starting in 2013, maybe versus someone like me who started this business in 2013? I think there are still some additional challenges maybe.
Oh, absolutely. It's a primarily male-dominated field, so I'm always up against that. When I first started, everybody asked me if I was the marketing person over and over. And after a while, I got kind of a kick out of their face when I'm like, no, I'm the owner.
Wow.
Yeah. You hope that we're not living in a time like that anymore, but I do think that women still have some additional challenges, especially in your business that is heavily male-dominated. Who calls you? Is it a small business owner, individual? Who are your best clients?
Yeah, so really anyone that needs accounting services. We pride ourselves on having a wide range. We'll take somebody who's just starting and really help them get going, and then we have massive nonprofits here in Orlando with revenues of 15 million.
Unbelievable.
So yeah.
So
Yeah.
really small to large. You can handle them all. How important is it having that MBA after your name? It puts you ahead of some of your competition.
Yeah, I think it does because the master's is in business administration, so
Yeah.
I'm more than just accounting. I can also guide you and help you to understand your business in a bigger picture.
It's scary. A lot of business owners start like you in 2013, but they don't know what a profit and loss statement
Yeah.
is. And which, when you're starting a business, I think that's something you should know.
Right.
But if you don't, if you're a small business owner, you focus on your business and leave everything else over to our good friends here. Congratulations on the
thank
big
you.
victory today.
Thank you.
Very, very well deserved.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You got it. Here's what we're going to do. Very quick break. Justin's Choice is up next.
The following Best of Central Florida Justin's Choice is sponsored in part by Casa Leon Jewelers, the Winter Park Train Station, and Sophila Radio and Television Productions.
And finally, this evening, it's time for my favorite portion of the program. It is time for Justin's Choice, and Justin's Choice for Best Women-Owned Business goes to my great friend, Yvette Barrio. She owned Casa Leon Jewelers, which happens to be where you got this.
Yes.
And I got this. It's where we shop.
Oh, 100%.
For our jewelry, because there's no other option of that. Still good to see you. How are you today?
Very well, thank
The
you.
journey of Casa Leon is one that I don't know that anyone else in this city really has. How did we get here?
Oh, okay, we got here from Cuba. It was a small town, Camagüey, Cuba, and it started with my grandparents and my aunts and uncles and my mom. And when communism took over in 1960,
So they had the business then
they
in
had
Cuba?
yes, they were jewelers and manufacturers, so they
Wow.
would make the jewelry also. And that was in 1946. In 1960, they came in, asked for the key, that was it. Now it belonged to the government.
Sick.
So we started fleeing the country. And in 1960, my parents and us, we arrived, my oldest sister, and we arrived here in Youngstown, Ohio. We had distant relatives there. And we opened another store there that was for 40-some years. And we manufactured there also. And then eventually we moved to Florida, and we opened here. And now we're here with Casa Leon Jewelers, which was the original name of the one in Cuba.
Yeah, and when it comes time to buying jewelry, I think trust is super important, obviously. You don't stay in business this long without developing the trust of your customers. That's what you guys have done.
Thank
the only
you.
place that we will shop for jewelry, watches,
Thank you.
rings, everything.
All the things.
Thank you. That
pretty
means a
much-
lot to us. Thank you very much.
But personally, it's way more than a jewelry store to you. Your personal journey has been incredible and inspiring. You're a medical doctor.
Yes.
Tell me about this, please.
We're four sisters, and we're all doctors. And my oldest sister is still my doctor. My main name is Valadares, so we all go by Dr. Valadares. And that's it.
You traveled the world.
Yes,
practicing
I
medicine.
did. I was selected to be, or elected to be, part of the UNA, and back many years ago. And at that time, they would have me traveling and going to different places as a doctor and helping in disasters, and went to Colombia several times, to Mexico, to El Salvador, different places, and helped a lot of people. In fact, Channel 6 was one of the channels that followed us
Is that
wherever
right?
we went. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yes, yes.
How did you make the journey and the transition over from practicing medicine to owning the jewelry store?
Well, it's always been in my blood.
Yeah.
You know, since I was small, I was at the store in Ohio. I worked the store, and I was young. I did everything that I possibly could do in the jewelry store. Then became a doctor, and then the summertime, I would still work there. It's so enjoyable. You meet the nicest people, and you see the pleasure on their faces when, like right now, we have started also manufacturing here. We're taking the same concept that we started in Cuba,
Right.
did in Ohio, now we're doing it here. So we're having local jewelers are actually ordering the pieces from us. We make them, nobody finds out where they're coming from, just from us. and then they sell it at their price and whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm more impressed with the jewelry store, which is very impressive to me, or, I mean, what she's done.
That's just amazing.
That is absolutely amazing. Casa Leon Jewelers, great job, Yvette. We feel fortunate to know you, fortunate
Thank you very
to
much.
trust
It's
you
been a
guys
pleasure.
when we have to go buy jewelry as well. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. One more thing.
Yeah, quick.
My mom was an entrepreneur.
Oh.
She was awesome. And then I married the best businessman in the world.
Smart.
Yeah.
Renee, so.
And not even to mention your daughter, who we're going to get on the stage here soon.
Yeah,
I'm
wait.
What? Oh, yes.
This is her daughter's purse, and it's my favorite, and I absolutely love it. So check out her bags too. Shameless plug.
It's amazing. Great episode today, Makaila, Best Women in Business. I'm honored to do it with you, and obviously I'm very proud of what you've accomplished in business as well.
Well, thank you. Yeah, women are a force to be reckoned with, that's for sure.
Thank you. Great job as always. Thank you so much for joining us here every single weekend on Best of Central Florida. Thank you to our crew here. Really the best in the business, wouldn't you say?
Truly.
All right. Have a good weekend. We'll see you again next weekend for more Best of Central Florida.
The preceding Best of Central Florida program was sponsored in part by Universal Roof and Contracting, HILI Fitness, Renewal by Anderson, Genske Co Accounting and HR, Casa Leon Jewelers, the Winter Park Train Station, and Sophila Radio and Television Productions.
As we embark on a new year, you embark on a new fitness journey. Do yourself a favor and visit our friends at Winter Park Train Station. Husband-wife team, Eric and Kimberly Morgan. Guys, welcome. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Describe the vibe. It's a comfortable one, I know that, at Winter Park Train Station.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's welcome. Every demographic, every age range. I think one of the biggest things that would set us apart was anti-Globo gym. Like we are just not that. You will come in and feel comfortable right away. You'll know where your place is right away. It won't be this. That person has their shirt off over there. That person.
I don't like
It's a very comfortable environment, and I think that's particularly unique to us.
Who comes to see you?
Every age range.
Right.
Every age range. Before I came here, the last 2 clients I had were 70. 2 neighbors that work out together, 2 guys, they love it, and they're just trying to get fit and get back out on the golf course.
Oh yeah, golf course, very important.
Yeah.
And what do you do there? Is it just personal training? Do you have classes? Describe the scene.
Yeah, it's mostly personal training. We're really focused on strength and conditioning for all ages. We have a foundational kids class that's, hey, kids doing push-ups, planks, squats, learning how to run, working on running technique. That carries into sports and stuff for them too, so that's a big part.
A new gym can be intimidating, of course.
Right.
Family run, great environment. Describe the environment that you try to create there.
A happy one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like every time someone comes in, we all say hello, every trainer says hello, and then when everybody leaves, we say goodbye. And most of the time, I'm hugging people on the way in and on the way out.
One size does not fit all when it comes to your fitness. You really personalize a program for your clientele.
Absolutely, and that starts from the day that they come in. Very note-taking, lots of notes, hearing from them, going back and forth, and making sure that they're getting exactly what they want instead of something that I'm putting on them.
I think that's super important. Someone comes in, doesn't know exactly what they need to do to find that fitness. That's
Right.
what you do. Keep up the good work, guys, and do yourself
Thank
a favor. As we find this new year, find the new you at Winter Park Train Station.